It's always fascinating to follow the journey of indie developers in the video game industry. It's truly remarkable how they can create high-quality games despite having limited resources. Even more impressive is when a game is developed by a single individual, such as the game we're going to review this time. It's Mother Hub. Mother Hub itself tells the story of a dystopian future where humans live in a massive vault called Mother Hub. After various technologies were created and wars raged on, the remaining human population faces a mysterious disease that threatens humanity, including the mother of the protagonist we play as. Our protagonist, Thea, discovers hope in a potential cure found within the Dark Zone, a section of Mother Hub that remains unfinished. However, the problem is that this area is filled with terrifying creatures. Driven by the determination to save her mother, Thea bravely ventures into the Dark Zone. Mother Hub adopts the survival horror shooter genre with a first-person perspective. It utilizes a visual approach and a futuristic setting reminiscent of horror games from the 2000s, instantly evoking nostalgia and reminding me of Doom 3. When selecting New Game, players are immediately thrown into the experience without any cutscenes to provide story context. Instead, they are presented with audio logs that reveal Thea's motivations as the protagonist.
We need supplies. I wish there was another way. I'm so sorry.
The storytelling style is conveyed through this audio logs, which players will frequently encounter throughout the game, alongside computers and terminals that reveal the game's mysteries. Unfortunately, not all audio logs have voice actors, meaning players often have to stop and read them directly to understand their content. Additionally, the game lacks a subtitle option, making reading essential for those who struggle with English listening comprehension. Mother Hub also features various choices that players must make throughout the game, which will determine the ending they receive. This multiple ending system becomes crucial for replayability, especially since Mother Hub can be completed in a relatively short time, only around 2 hours. The massive vault serving as the main setting in Mother Hub successfully delivers a variety of areas, ensuring that the journey never feels monotonous. Players will explore everything from abandoned facilities and medical labs to a dark forest overgrown with giant mushroom-like plants. The forest also features weather effects like rain, though fortunately, it doesn't obstruct visibility when aiming at enemies. When it comes to enemies, players will encounter a variety of terrifying creatures throughout the game. These range from human-sized foes to slithering snake-like monsters and even colossal beasts. In addition to common enemies, some are tied to specific areas, such as the giant monster that only appears in the dark forest mentioned earlier. Beyond these regular adversaries, players will also face several boss battles after progressing through different sections. Honestly, some of these boss fights feel underwhelming and are relatively easy to defeat. Certain bosses have designs similar to standard enemies, but with greater durability. However, the first and final boss battles stand out as fairly engaging. In an effort to fend off enemies throughout the game, players will be equipped with various weapons discovered along the journey. At the beginning, they are given a melee weapon, a pipe, which, in my experience, can be quite frustrating due to its occasionally problematic hitbox. Attempting to conserve ammo by using the pipe against smaller enemies often proves ineffective, as landing a hit is surprisingly difficult. In the end, I still end up wasting bullets just to eliminate the small enemies. Besides the pipe, players can also use various firearms, such as a futuristic revolver and SMG. The shooting experience in the game is okay. Players won't struggle to aim at enemies, even when landing headshots. Additionally, the absence of recoil makes shooting easier, which proves advantageous when fighting enemies in dark areas. Ammunition is scattered throughout each area and must be manually searched for that often hidden in discrete locations. It's crucial to ensure that every firearm has enough ammo, given the unreliability of the pipe as a melee weapon. This makes scavenging for bullets in every area essential. The healing system works similarly to ammunition, but is significantly easier to find. Players should thoroughly explore every corner of each area, as once they move on to the next section, there's no way to return to previous locations. Since Mother Hub is a horror game, let's talk about its horror elements of this game. Mother Hub tries to deliver horror through unsettling sounds and dark atmospheres in every area, accompanied by several jump scares. This formula works quite well at the beginning, successfully startling me when a monster suddenly appeared right in front of my face. The unreliable pipe weapon at the start adds to the terror. However, this effect diminishes over time because the jump scares become increasingly predictable. For instance, whenever a screen glitch occurs, it almost certainly signals that a monster will appear. Additionally, the repetitive monster movements, always emerging from the front, weaken the eerie tension initially built through sounds and darkness. If the monsters appeared unpredictably, such as suddenly emerging from the side, it would help maintain the horror atmosphere. With its visuals, atmosphere, and gameplay, Mother Hub successfully brings a nostalgic touch reminiscent of horror games from the 2000s, such as Doom 3. However, its horror elements don't quite reach an exceptional level. Mother Hub struggles to maintain the eerie atmosphere it establishes at the beginning, due to repetitive enemy movements and predictable jump scares. A 2-hour playtime to complete Mother Hub feels a bit short. Fortunately, the game's multiple ending system cover that short gameplay by replayability. If players aim to unlock all endings, their overall gameplay experience will be extended. Since Mother Hub is an indie game developed by a solo creator, it's become unfair to compare it to AAA titles or judge it by the same standards. The game quite good for indie game, even awesome if remembered it's developed by one person. With the average price of indie games on Steam being around $10, this game is worth for you to play. For the score, I would give Mother Hub a solid 7. That wraps up the review for Mother Hub. Also, don't forget to check out our indie game list and stay tuned for more indie game reviews. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.